study on the existing protocol. It is my pleasure to express my sincere appreciation and invitation of the chairman of today's occasion, the Investiture of Place Lawrence Adewale Adetono, FCTI, and the third chairman of the Shaka Institute of Transition of the District Society. Meanwhile, the theme of this occasion, duly titled Entrepreneurship and Tax Reforms, Catalyst for Sustainable Growth, is indeed a topical discourse. My opening remark, as a non-professional in the field of taxation, is very elementary, because beyond me, because I would like to introduce myself. I don't claim to be an authority in your field. I'm just cross-carpeting. Why I just create the endowments for my audacity to stand before you all this auspicious occasion. I really hope I'm able to stir your interest, to inspire the members, guests, and broader professional colleagues. As an introduction to the opening remark, I'd like to make some comments based on my basic understanding of your institute, Shaka Institute of Transition, from the first principle approach. I'm sure the NFL will pardon me, that's what I was learning anyway, I can recognize it there. The Institute is a statutory association of tax administrators and practitioners recognized as a company limited by guarantee that stands of knowledge and skill to be shared by persons seeking to become professional tax practitioners or administrators. Meanwhile, the dynamic contribution of the association to the nation's building and development and survival cannot be overemphasized. As the cornerstone that guarantees the simplest flow of income needed by the government to execute fundamental commitments as entrenched in the Constitution of Nigeria. In order to meet the challenging dynamics in line with the best global practices, the new tax regime or reform being introduced by the federal government, passed into law by the government, which has introduced new era of taxation. The reforms include as follows: the following acts: the Nigerian Tax Act, the Nigerian Tax Administration for NTTA, the Nigerian Revenue Service Establishment Act, the Joint Revenue Board Establishment Act. Together, these reforms consolidate and repeal all the previous tax regime in order to make progress to a tax administration in the country, both for personal tax and corporate taxation, VAT, capital gains, and fiscal governance. Well, a little inroad into your field, one on the corporate tax reforms. You can have all the stipulated reforms that have been done by the federal government in order to encourage you and I to pay a tax as when due and as appropriate. So first, even the tax administrators will have tax defaulters, except when the business accepts. It's only when we make the tax clearance, they all rush to do one thing or the other. And I trust your association is an area you're well versed in to ensure the reform are not just made, but properly properly executed in line with the reforms of the federal government of Nigeria. The personal income tax and individual reforms, you all know what the all entails. Consider your company turnover, industry, and all the elements that due for analysis in order to have a proper tax duly paid to the government. Then I would say that just to round up I don't have really much to say. And like I said, I know this. I'm educated in your taxation law and practice. That's what I call area boys economy. I got that word because the people operating in that sector of the economy are individuals that are not, I would say, not responsible. I would call them tax, because they make so much money and all these areas are taxed. I sure it's an area your administration, your association should look into. Ladies and gentlemen, please find me to digress a little bit. It may interest you to know that from recorded history, in due respect, the Jehu introduced taxation of goods and services in the economy. That's why they're able to develop so fast and well, comparable to the Yorubas of the internet. Because of the strategic position of the Jehu land near the coast, people coming from the country coming through the Jehu and Engr to protect their goods and services. The forefathers in the olden days will impose tax on them. They also pay extra duties when they are allowed to leave the shores of the Jehu land. And this infuriated the British governments that they have to wage the war in 1892, now referred to as the Boer War, to dislodge this unethical practice for our fellow human beings. And of course, the British government, defeated the Jehu army, and of course introduced direct trade. So the moving in and out of the Jehu nation that being harassed. Okay? Stress, the Pegasus, no pay, PTI, Nigerian Union Road Transport Unions are putting on individuals of the country is unwelcome. They operate in parallel governments. They collect others' money, which goes into the union or remitted tax to the governments. They are not taxed. And I can see them maybe big and large in the society because the money comes in large chunk. Then, for example, every tanker, at least either the refinery or tank farm, must, by their own law, pay 50,000 naira per truck. In a day, nationwide, there are 4 million a day. What's the number a day? 7.2 billion naira in a year. That's the starting amount of money. They pay by individuals, and of course to the union, which the government passed not aware of. I think it's such right in that common area. Million barrels, I'm sorry, 650,000 barrels a day before that, investing about $20 billion US as an individual, the largest refinery in the world. Ready to meet our fuel consumption, while at the same time exports and unforeign exchange of the country. There is a stress that put it on him of this investment to surrender to people into this. Advise the government of the modus operandi, how to get them sacked because they are terrorists. They cannot build their parasites and lepers that they can destroy. So please, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to keep much of the time because there's so much to be done. But nevertheless, I will just say the actual facts My people are going to education in taxation. I will be across to the new chairman, which you can send across to your platform and whatever it is, so that you can exactly know what I meant by taxation. Because if you look at society generally, our universities, we are under books, I will say that. There are no books on taxation written by an indigenous tax expert based on the peculiar environments, based on your experience in the industry and the field. I think that CIT should look into and encourage your members to document their experience in the book formats. If they approach tech fund, they can publish the books for you free of charge. So in collaboration with tech funds, I happen to be the consultant to tech fund, packing the book development policy to them. I think they are captured in such to benefit from such organization. So ladies and gentlemen, please pardon me if I've not already met your expectation with God. I'm an engineer, I'm not a tax expert. If I'm a able man that has